Two people, same age, same day they start. The only difference? One invests $100 a month, the other invests $1,000. Now, most people hear that and immediately think, well, obviously, the person investing more wins. And you're right. But you are not prepared for how much they win. And this is the part nobody talks about: what happens to the person investing less along the way. Because here's the truth, this isn't just a math experiment. It's a story about time, discipline, and the single most powerful force in personal finance that most people completely underestimate. Stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly why starting with whatever you have, even if it's just $100 a month, might be the smartest financial decision you ever make. Let's run the experiment, all right? Let's set the rules. Meet our two investors. Person A, we'll call him Aaron. Aaron is 25 years old. He's a teacher. He's not rolling in cash, but he's committed. Every single month, he puts away $100 into a low-cost index fund. Not a stock pick, not crypto. A boring, beautiful, total market index fund averaging historically about 8% annual returns. Person B, we'll call him Derek. Derek is also 25. He earns significantly more. Maybe he's in tech, maybe finance. And he invests $1,000 every month. Same fund, same 8% average return. Same start date, same market, same discipline, same strategy. 10 times the money going in. Now let's watch what happens. We fast forward. 10 years have passed. Aaron is 35. Derek is 35. Let's check the scoreboard. Derek has about $182,000. Aaron has about $18,300. Derek wins by a factor of 10 because he put in 10 times more money. Straightforward, right? But here's what I want you to notice, and this is important. Aaron put in $12,000 of his own money, and he got back over $18,000. That's a 52% gain on his actual contributions. The market turned his $12,000 into $18,000. Derek put in $120,000. He also got a 52% gain. His $120,000 became $182,000. The percentage gain is identical. The market doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care how much you make. It rewards patience equally, proportionally, and without judgment. Now, at year 10, if you asked most people whether Aaron should give up and just stop investing because he can't keep up, I hope you're starting to see why that would be a catastrophic mistake, because the game isn't over. Not even close. In fact, at year 10, we're not even at the interesting part yet. Before we get to year 20, I need to make sure we're all on the same page about why this experiment gets so wild. Compounding. You've heard the word, but let me show you what it actually feels like. In year 1, Aaron invests $100. He earns maybe $50 in interest. Not exciting. In year 5, his balance has grown. Now he's earning interest on the interest he already earned. He's making maybe $600 that year without investing a single extra dollar. In year 15, that number is closer to $1,400 in growth in a single year just from the portfolio doing its thing, more than his entire first year's contributions. This is the hockey stick. And the reason most people never get to the good part of the hockey stick is that they quit during the flat part, the first 5 to 10 years where progress feels invisible. Einstein may or may not have actually called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. But whoever said it was right. And the most important ingredient? Time. Not the amount, time. Aaron has time. Derek has time. The difference is, Derek also has scale. Let's see what that looks like at year 20 years. Aaron is 45. Derek is 45. They've both stayed consistent, no missed months, no panic selling, no getting distracted by meme stocks or whatever the financial circus is doing. Here's the scoreboard. Aaron has put in $24,000 of his own money over 20 years, and his portfolio is nearly $59,000. He's earned $35,000. In pure market growth, he's more than doubled his actual contributions. Derek has $589,000. He's put in $240,000. He's earned $349,000, almost $350,000. The market handed him just for showing up and being patient. Here's the mind-bending part. Between year 10 and year 20, that second decade, Aaron's portfolio didn't grow by $18,000 like it did in the first decade. It grew by over $40,000, more than double the first decade's growth. He didn't invest more money. He didn't take more risk. He just stayed. That is compounding, beginning to reveal its real power. And Derek? His portfolio grew by over $400,000 in that second decade. He added $120,000 of his own money, and the market added $280,000 on top of that. This is where the experiment starts to feel almost unfair. Almost like cheating, but we're not done. Year 30 is where jaws drop. 30 years. Aaron is 55. Derek is 55. They're approaching retirement. They never touched the money. They kept investing through the 2008 crash, through COVID, through every headline that screamed, "Sell everything." They stayed. Aaron invested $36,000 of his own money over 30 years. $100 a month. He ends up with $149,000. The market gave him $113,000 he never had to earn. Derek ends up with $1.49 million. He put in $360,000. The market gave him over $1 million he never had to earn. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This just proves I need to invest more money. Aaron is still way behind, and you're not wrong. Derek wins on paper by a factor of 10. But I want you to look at something different. Aaron turned $36,000 into $149,000. That's a 314% return on his actual contribution. The market treated them identically. Proportionally, they won the exact same game. The only difference was the starting bet. So what does this experiment actually teach us? Lesson 1. The amount matters less than the habit. Aaron built a habit. He automated it, forgot about it, and let time do the work. If Aaron had waited until he could afford $1,000 a month, which might have been years later, he would have sacrificed the most valuable thing in this entire experiment. Early years of compounding. A single year of compounding at the beginning of your investment journey is worth far more than a year at the end. Lesson 2. Time is the variable you can't buy back. Derek can always earn more money. Aaron can always increase his contributions as his salary grows. But neither of them can go back and start at 22 instead of 25. Every year you delay is a year of compounding you permanently lose. Starting with $50 a month today beats starting with $500 a month in 3 years. Lesson 3. Consistency beats perfection. The biggest threat to both Aaron and Derek wasn't a market crash. It wasn't inflation. It was quitting. The number one reason people don't build wealth isn't income, it's inconsistency. Missing months, panic selling, chasing trends, withdrawing early. The boring, automatic index fund investor almost always outperforms the active, stressed, trying to time the market investor. The experiment shows us that the strategy barely matters. The behavior is everything. So here's my challenge to you. If you are currently investing nothing, start with whatever you can. $50. $20. The number is almost irrelevant at first. What you're building is the habit, the account, the discipline. That is the real asset. If you're already investing, look at this experiment and ask yourself, can I bump up my contribution by even $50 next month? Because every dollar you add today gets 30, 20, 10 years of compounding runway, depending on where you are. And if you're watching this at 45 or 50, thinking, I missed the window, you didn't. A 55-year-old who starts today still has 10 to 15 years of compounding ahead of them. Still powerful, still worth it. The best time to start was the day you got your first paycheck. The second best time is right now. If this video helped you see compounding differently, subscribe if you want more experiments like this. Drop a comment, are you Team Aaron or Team Derek right now? And I'll see you in the next one.